these little barnyard cats. Go sit down for me, little child. Oh my! Is that you? Is that you, little chubber? Oh, it is. Oh! Don't you do it. Where did I find you, you big fat ass? Huh? You big baby? All right. Okie dokie. Hold on. Ow! Can't do that. All right, Mr. President. Excuse me. Go sit down. I'll be right with you. Okay, little jerk. Oh. Come on, Tommy boy. We're here live. What are you hissing at? There's Mr. Orange. Just took a nap. I took that power nap that old people take. Oh, bye. Everybody wants me. Just relax. Just relax and breathe. I've got to quit smoking. All right, little child. I'm feeding you now. You hungry? Okay. Okay. What? What? All right. So, can you get out of my face today? I'm feeding these rats right now. I got to get rid of all these bowls. Come on, guys. Too many. Right now, about on this trip, 7, 12, maybe 15, 20. I don't know. It really depends. Just got up from my nap. This is my cat. It's my cat that my neighbor stole. We're doing it. Sammy boy. Sammy was the only cat I've ever seen that had a black owner. A black guy owned him. Samson, baby. Who's meeping? Yeah, meep, meep, meep. All right. Come on. Come on. And here's what they do. They go, come on. Come on. What's up, man? How you been? All right? Good. This has cooled down a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Gotta put my address up here because the fucking UPS guy, Amazon, whoever, they never can find my house. And got my address on like 15 different I got my address on like 15 different areas outside. Ay, ay, ay. All right. All right. So you little bastard. I was going to talk about the journey that people go on in life, and there's this Oh, that was a long time ago. I appreciate it, but I lost both of my brothers. I lost my first brother in 2016, I think it was. God, it's been that long already. And my other brother I lost in 2000. Wait, no, I lost my first brother in 2006. Fuck. 2017, I lost my younger brother, which wasn't really much of a surprise. And that's why I'm so, especially today with the fucking fentanyl and everything. You know, I have a very, low tolerance of, of anybody, doing drugs or fucking around or whatever. But what I was going to talk about was, there's parts of your life that if you get a chance to go on, a journey in your life where you, like for instance, myself, you don't feel like you can do it alone, and you feel like you need people to be there to man, I can't believe how much the temperature's changed already. It's good. You feel like you need people to like, what's the best way to describe this? It's like I don't know if anybody's ever moved away from their house or anything like that, and moved away from their hometown and then gone back. And it's very hard for people to ever really leave their hometown. And when they do, they come back and it's not the same, Yeah, there's a lot more people today that are, there's just a lot more people that are just dying, to be honest with you, before they even get a chance to, with fentanyl, you don't really get a chance to, a lot of people don't really get a chance to be a full-blown addict. A lot of people die pretty quickly. But there's this part of the journey where you don't feel like you can do it on your own, and it's a misconception that you have about yourself, because you want to cling to safety and you want to have, I guess for lack of a better word, a home, but on this journey, you don't have that luxury of having like grandma's house, you know what I mean? Like a sanctuary that you can go to, and like it's hard to describe to people that don't know, but for people that do, they know what I'm talking about. Like, you're not going across town anymore to have a cup of coffee with your grandma, you know what I mean? There's no Sunday dinners when you're alone, there's no get-togethers, there's no holidays, there's no like place you can go and catch up with your mom. And a lot of people can't have that independence. Some people have no choice in that decision. Some people are too weak to do it, and some people are strong, but they feel like they can't do it alone. Like the nerd is in a place in her life where she is gonna hold herself back, by staying here with me, when she really needs to go out and carve her place in the world. She needs to go to the house that she has now. And I wouldn't say this stuff because people really want to hold on to people they care about, and they want them around, and they don't want them to, whatever, but she's going to miss a vital part of her journey by being codependent and staying here, because she has this place that she can come back to, and I'm the only thing that she knows that's comfortable still. You know what I mean? Her mom's gone, or anybody's yeah, well, and that's the truth. You find out that you are the only person that you can trust. And a lot of people will either never find that out, or they'll find it out the hard way. I found it I found it out by accident, and I didn't think I was under the guise that I would always be able to get help from my parents. And then I went to jail, and no one came and helped me. No one came and seen me. When I was homeless, nobody helped me. And at the time, it was the hardest thing I've ever done. But after doing it, like I try to explain to her, if you leave, or when you leave, or whatever, I'm going to be sad and upset, but I will move on in some capacity with my life without using drugs. You know what I mean? You're in a position in your life where you feel like you can't go on alone or whatever, but you're going to miss this part of the journey where you have to go spend the night at that house, rough it, stay there, listen to the silence, sleep in that room upstairs, go to work, come home, and repeat ad nauseum until you build up, until you're really alone. You really can't hear, God working in your life. And I just feel like, I'm holding her back, and she's holding herself back. And, the toxic part of us, and the other part of us that everybody has a bit of codependency, wants that person to stay here forever. But for the best thing for them is they have to go out and see, what they learned. I'm talking right now. I don't know. You don't have to watch, That's the other thing you do that drives me wild, is you have to watch everything that I do. People need to People need to people need to go out and see people need to go out and see what they've learned and put it into action by themselves. You know what I mean? People, I've got two little chihuahuas. People need to go out and see what they've what kind of knowledge, and really you have to go out at some point in your life and see what you're made of, and if you don't do that, you're going to miss. And this goes for I'm putting you in timeout. This goes for everybody that's going through any kind of situation in their life. If you're going through stuff in life, you're usually looking for other people to cling to, and it's not always a healthy situation. Like you have to at some point go out and spend that time. You have to go out at some point. I mean, you don't have to do anything, but you have to go out at some point and spend that time alone to develop to develop the skills necessary to fucking survive, because you have to learn things that you can't learn with others. You have to learn them on your own. And when people are in relationships, and when people are in whatever in life, brothers and sisters and whatever, college friends, family members, relatives, whatever it is, you have to have a time in your life where you just don't have any outside help. You have to not seek that comfortable place anymore, and you have to put yourself in situations where you are living alone and going to bed alone, and to truly see what you have learned, and to develop your skills at a higher rate, and just to learn you learn so much more by being out in the world. And like when I was 20 years old or 19 years old, I drove to Florida alone, and came down here with my high school girlfriend. That's something a lot of people in my hometown that I grew up in were not going to do. Driving across the United States, by myself, was something that a lot of people were gonna do. It's always a tumultuous time. Something a lot of people aren't going to do is go and, it's basically easier to stay home, you know what I mean, than to go out in the world. It's safer to stay home. But if I would have stayed home, I'd never be, and I would never experienced, if I would have stayed with my high school sweetheart like I wanted to and had kids and all that shit, I never would have had the life. Come here, you little rat. Get over here. I never would have had the life that I have. I never would have learned the lessons that I've learned, because I would have been, eating lunch at my mom's house and working at the factory that everybody in my hometown usually went to work at. Like there was one or two places that everybody worked at if you wanted to be anything in life. I knew at a young age that I was getting out of the town that I was from, and I was going out in the world, and I didn't know where I was going, you know. I moved to Las Vegas with my dad when I was younger, and I never been out there, and it was just kind of me and him and my stepmom. And then I moved to Sacramento alone. I moved to San Francisco alone. I moved down here alone, and I would just go. I mean, like Sacramento, I fucking slept in my truck, you know. And people would say, why don't you just go back to Vegas and live with your dad or whatever? And I said, because I just feel like I need to do this, on my own. And I just feel like so many people don't ever get the value or the skill set or the lessons that you learn by, going out in the world and just truly being, independent, and not having that safety net anymore, like living out in California, I was 26, 27, 28, I don't know, one of those ages. And, 3,000 miles from Buffalo, New York, it's a long way away. Something could happen out there, and they might not find you. You know what I mean? Like something could happen to you and they might not find you. When I went on my sober, when I sat in my doctor's office and I thought about getting sober. You didn't see this coming. When I thought about getting sober, I had all kinds of misconceptions about like how it was going to be and how it was going to go down and da 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 da. Oh, I left the gate open for you to go attack my kitty. No. I'm gonna take you out in a minute. Where is my? It's like right now, I was just laying in bed, feeling really good. Came home, got that nap in, and I didn't want to get out of bed. I was comfortable there, but comfortable isn't going to pay the bills. When you're laying in bed in the morning and it's 5 o'clock and that alarm clock goes off and you get on your fucking mountain bike with no brakes and ride for 30 minutes before people's lights are even turning on and you're back home while people are still in bed, you've accomplished something that most people will never do. When you go out in the world and take a chance and just put yourself out there, you get a higher level of understanding, and a higher level of, like I would have never been able to hear the things God was saying to me if I would have stayed in safe areas, if I would have took. My cat is so stupid. Get over here. Drinking some of the green magic. Come back. Come here. This is the cat that got me sober when I was in jail. I had made a phone call, and on that phone call, the guy told me they robbed everything in your house, all your photographs, your pictures, your suitcases, your everything that you own, your guitars. I mean, I was carrying this shit around since high school. Your one cat's there, but your other cat's gone. Best thing that ever happened to me. It was wintertime, and I remember looking out over the backyard at the triple barbed wire fences and the orange lights and the snow blowing over the lights and going, damn, my fucking cat's outside, and it's all because of me. And you know, I really just said to myself, you know, all of this right now, me being in jail, even though I didn't do anything, it's my responsibility. I got here from using drugs. I'm still in a fucking position where I don't have a car, I don't have a fucking checking account, I don't have a lot of things because I squandered so many fucking opportunities in the last 10, 15 years that led to, you know, this situation. I live where I live because of that. Not that I'm ashamed of where I live or anything, but, you know, I lived in a nice historic building in Buffalo at one time. I was paying $1,000 a month for rent. I had a fireplace, I had hardwood floors, I had recessed lightings, you know, and just whatever. I wasn't happy. And, you know, I just had to fucking take full ownership and responsibility of this cat was out in the elements because of my drug use, whether it's by proxy or whatever, but that's really what I had to do. And I had to hit a place in my life, a rock bottom, to where I said, you know what? I was 310 pounds. When I get out of here, you know, and I got on my knees and I prayed, God, if you can please give me my cat back. At that time, you know, I was taking over 180 Percocets in a week. I was taking any fucking opiates and fentanyl patches and anything, somas, everything I could get my hands on. And I never pictured a day or a week where I would not be using drugs. I got out of jail, spent the night at a guy's house I used to buy drugs from. Didn't get drugs from him, and then, you know, made some phone calls. My mom said, well, you can't come here because you don't get along with your child molesting stepdad. And I never liked the guy, so I never fucking drank the Kool-Aid. My other brothers and my sister would. Yeah, I'm glad too. It took a lot. You know, I never thought I would do it alone, but I did it with God's help. God will, you know, I was 300 pounds walking in the snow to my fucking Suboxone clinic. I could barely walk a fucking city block with having to sit down on a fucking subway bench or a park bench. You know, I wasn't in a position to, you know, until I got my fucking endocrinologist. I wasn't in a position to be doing shit like that. You know, I was fucking fat, out of shape. I was probably had about 5 to 10 years, if that, to live. I think I was 38. And I just remember looking out the window at my surgeon's office on Elmwood at North Street in some big fucking brick Civil War Tudor style, whatever the fuck, colonial building that he rented from, and looking at all the nice houses in the village and going, God said, you're going to get off these pills and there's going to be something that I'm going to give you. And so the first thing I thought about was marijuana. And at the time, cannabis really didn't work for me. And a friend of mine told me about Kratom, and Louis Cunningham in Lockport, New York, told me about Kratom. I tried it a couple times, but I was on such a high dose of pills. I was on such a high dose of opiates that the Kratom didn't work at first. So I tried it a few times. I would take a whole jar of Kratom. Oh, you're shedding all over me now. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. Did you fart just now? Yes. Yes, you did. So this is the biggest mistake I made with this cat, was babying him like I do. Started taking Kratom. A guy that I used to buy drugs from, I was living in an abandoned office building that my landlord owned with no electricity, charging my phone next door. A lady wanted to charge me $40 a month to charge my fucking phone. That's how fucked up people are. And I was running a bed bug business illegally because I'm an exterminator by trade. And started saving up money, started buying Suboxone. One time my drug dealer friend, at that time I was intermittently using kratom and pain pills still. He said, well, all I got are these orange strips of Suboxone. And I said, yeah, I don't need that, man. I need pain relief. He said, well, just try one. Take like a third of it. I took a third of it, and I just realized my cravings for pain pills was gone. My craving for pain pills was gone. So I started on Suboxone, and then I ended up coming down here and, detoxing off of it. And it was pretty, I don't really remember because I detoxed off of gabapentin and everything, Wellbutrin, Suboxone, all that shit all at the same time. It was a rough little month and a half. I kind of felt like I couldn't really, it was just a weird detox. At the time I didn't realize I was detoxing from Suboxone. They wanted me to stay on it for a year, and I wouldn't. And I never took the full amount of Suboxone that I was supposed to take. And, I got off it. I went to Envision Medical. Things just started lining up, and I just feel like, I just know that if I would have, nobody was going to point me, in the direction that I needed to go. People would give you, people don't really have, a lot of people in your life that don't have experience with drug use. Yeah, it was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. And I have to kind of, it's almost like I was in a haze. I don't really remember a lot of it. And it was only like 4 years ago. But 2018, 5 years ago. I mean, the time has just flown by. But, I got off, I got to go get this, I got to go get this cat food real quick for these guys down the street. Come on. I got off of Suboxone. I started going to the gym. Slowly but surely, the weight started coming off. And I just started, getting my life back together. And, most people would say, well, my mom and dad helped me. They drove me to the thing or whatever. I mean, the first drug clinic I went to was called Horizons. It was called Horizons. And my counselor was 45 minutes late the first time. And they're teaching us all about, like, taking responsibility and owning our shit. And she didn't even want to own that she was fucking 45 minutes late to our appointment. Would you eat all that food already? Meow. Come on. I'm gonna watch my, I gotta go to my neighbor's house and watch her cats. You guys are a pain in the ass today. Come on. All right. This fucking girl yesterday almost hit me in her car. I'm literally walking down here, right where I'm walking. I'm going to show you. This car just comes off the street, turning onto our street, drives full acceleration, run, like in probably had about 75 feet when she turned to me. And I just see the person like looking down at their phone, you know. And I thought at first, like, oh, this is some kind of joke. This is somebody like driving towards me. You know what I mean? This is the yellow line that the sheriff's department made her walk right here. Here's some of our other nerds. Hello, little orange. All right. Come on, guys. Yeah. Hello, Calico. Come on. Where are you going? Hello? So I'll show you exactly, where I was walking. And I usually have both my headphones in, and probably was, I had my glasses on, which was weird because I don't really wear my glasses a lot around here. But I'm walking right here, right where this telephone pole is. Okay, and you'll see she came right here coming towards us, right? So it's not really a lot of area to cover. Here's part of her car. This is all pieces of her car. So I'm walking like right here, right where that cat bowl is. I feed the cat, okay? Waddles, right there. Hello, Waddles. So I'm walking right here. And so say that car just turned and just headed right for us. And we're right here. There's the pole. So I look up and I just see this car accelerating at me, And I'm like going, who is this? Is this somebody like playing a joke or whatever? And I look at the driver and she's literally like this, looking down in her car at her phone, accelerating, comes all the way over like into here, like you can't really see, but I basically jump out of the way and fucking boom, she hits that pole, rolls back around over there, and I hear little kids in her car crying. So I run over there, I look in the car, and there's a baby in a car seat, and she's like, oh, we're all right. And I said, yeah, you almost fucking hit me, bitch. And she goes, oh, a car cut in front of you. There was no car that cut in front of you. You were on your phone. So I started dialing 911, and she's like, oh, don't call the police. My aunt lives right there. I said, I don't know, man. I go, anybody that drove like that is obviously on something. You know what I mean? So I called the police. They're here within minutes. And, they gave her a field sobriety test, and she failed it. And she had kids in her car. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, if I had my headphones on, I probably wouldn't be here today. It was just a really fucking weird situation. But it shows you how quick. Here's cat's number 2. The twins. Mama. Come on. Mama. Come on, you little shit. Hello, nerd. You look like you're pregnant, of course. Hello, dirty baby. Why are you always dirty? Cat looks like a fucking auto mechanic. All right, I got you. You, where'd you come from, huh? You little shit. Here. That's for you. You little fuck. Come on. Come on, beautiful. Come on, you little shit. Hello. They're everywhere. I was out here in the dark today at like 6 o'clock, still dark out. I was out here in the dark feeding these guys, and it's just funny seeing all the eyes pop up. There's another little rat coming this way. But it's been an incredible last couple years have been a pretty incredible time, and I just think people don't realize how Princess, come on. Shut up before I slap you down there. Yeah, we've had an explosion of fucking cats. But it's just been, what's up, brother? It's just been one of these, situations that I've tried to, inspire other people into, you try to inspire other people, and, you just gotta, some people, I don't know, I just don't think I think some people need people, and then there's people in my life I know are strong enough to do this shit, like, I didn't think I was strong enough. Come on. I didn't think I was gonna be strong enough to do this shit on my own. I didn't do it on my own. I did it with God's help. It's okay. Yeah, so boxing's the worst. Yeah, you can ask a personal, I don't know, I didn't see that question. You can ask a personal relationship question. If you're still watching. I didn't see that. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. I like it when people ask, questions like that, That's what our super chat is for. So, I don't know. I'm at a position in my life where I just feel like, things and, not everything is, I don't know. I like where I live. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at making too many changes. Hello, Mr. Orange. I'm not looking at making too many groundbreaking changes. I just kind of feel like I just don't know anymore about things, that I kind of used to feel like I knew about, if that makes any sense. I just feel like I don't really know anymore where I'm going to be, what I'm going to do, who I'm going to be with. And I have a pretty regimented life. And, before me and her got together, this was my life, and it was quiet and it was peaceful. But it takes two people to fucking tango, that's for sure. But I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. Like I used to be pretty certain what I was going to do. Now I just kind of feel like, it's nice to be able to, have someone. It's nice to be able to have someone, and all that stuff. But it's also, there's risks. There's risks involved with everything, in any situation, with anybody, any one person, marriage, whatever. There's a lot of risks involved when you add another person into the mix. And I'm just at the point in my life now where, I just don't, what I used to feel like was carved in stone. It just feels like, I don't know, man. It just feels like everything's fucking up in the air now. And there's just been so many things that have developed. Not all of them are bad and not all of them are good. Things that have developed that I don't know. I just want things to be simple. I really like the simple stuff. Like I don't want a lot of upheaval, and I don't want a lot of drama, and I'm not gonna get into fucking specifics and all that stuff, but it was like that night, just the fact that she could go to someone's house who she used to do drugs with and drink, and come home and yell at me and tell me that the reason why me and her friend aren't friends is because of me, and that I yelled at her and all this crazy shit that never happened, and she's fucking, drunk and it just literally, it was just like, everything in life is like at stages of whatever the fuck. But, when the person that you have gone to bat for and have sacrificed your life for and have given them a roof over your head, when they start taking the fucking side of the enemy and listening to them and believing them and fucking condemning you for whatever, it fucking completely changed my worldview of her at this point in time. And I don't feel the same feelings that I used to. And I'm not saying it to be like condescending, because I can't say this shit to anybody. I can't say it to her, I can't tell her how I feel because it's a fucking personal attack and da 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 da. I can tell her this is how I interpret things. I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm blah 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 blah. And it's like, what the fuck is that? Huh. So after that, I'm very big on the truth, and I'm big on loyalty. And when somebody goes out of their way to, I don't want her hanging out with this person because she's a fucking deviant. She's a fucking sexual weirdo. She told her that she wants her to like sit on her lap and she can be her daughter and comb her hair and all kinds of weird shit. And the woman's like 55 years old. It's like, I don't want you around this person. She came over drunk over here one night to pick her up and like charged me and acted like she was going to beat me up. And just a whole bunch of bullshit that's just meaningless. And, you know, but it's like, if you don't trust my judgment on why I don't want you there or want, you know, then go out, you know, then you need to go out in the world and make your own place, make your own rules. You obviously fucking hate it here. I'm no good and all this shit and whatever the fuck. And, you know, this is the fucking thanks you get for providing somebody a place to live, you know, after seeing what, you know, after rescuing somebody, and just doing, you know, like she's in Idaho right now with her kids for Easter. I'm here, you know, by myself, which is fucking totally fine. But it's like you're reaping the rewards of a life that you would have never had if I didn't obey God and God told me to go get you. If I never did that, you know, like I'm just saying, like I'm not even saying it to be like, it's just, it's, you know, part of it is the lack of recognition or place marking in your life, or what you've shown me in return hasn't been satisfactory. You know what I mean? Like I'm just, you know, I mean, like I guess I'm an asshole for fucking feeling that way. I don't feel like you really fucking ever truly ever, I don't know. It's like, you know, you make an investment in people and you kind of just want one day for it to pay off. Like her fucking toxic friend that she used to do coke with and all kinds of shit and drink with watches my videos like 2 years fucking later still, you know, like 2 years and the lady's still watching my videos. And you want to fucking hang out with these people, then you need to go hang out with these people. And it's not a fucking ultimatum or a condition. It's the fucking law. You know what I mean? It's the fucking, I would do the same thing for you. You know, and if I ever sat down with somebody, I don't give a fuck if I was talking shit about you. If somebody ever sat down with me and was telling me what a fucking asshole my girlfriend was and what a no good bitch she is and all this shit, I would tell them, who the fuck, you know, number one, it's okay for me to say this shit, but I don't know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? And she went along with it. And I just, well, you know, like, I don't have any more. I told her eventually I would not have any more fucks to give. And I think we're all out of fucks at this point. And I kind of just want to be by myself now, you know, like I don't want to be with other people or have another girlfriend or anything like that. But I just kind of feel like I need to fucking be left alone for an extended period of time, you know, like a month, a couple months or something. Like I need to get my fucking life, my priorities, my happiness. I'm just not fucking happy, you know? Like, I'm just not happy anymore with this situation, you know? I mean, I'm not saying it to be an asshole. I'm just, what do you want me to, I mean, like, I'm not allowed to, like, fucking say this shit. I'm not happy about saying it either, you know? I thought we were going to spend the fucking rest of our lives together and, you know, we had all these plans, and once the fucking, and you know, like, once she got this fucking dump of a fucking house that her mom left in this fucking condition that she left it in, the words she used, and I'm very big on particulars and people's body language. She literally said right to me in front of my friend, well, I understand, but I need to go there and I'm going to live there and I'm going to da-da-da-da. And I understand you got a lot going on here with all the animals. And I understand if you can't go. And like, she literally just made it sound like, I mean, what the fuck does that sound like to you? You know? And she says, oh, I didn't know what I was saying. I was tired. Okay. Now she was drunk and she doesn't know what she was saying. It's like, bitch, you know what the fuck you're saying. You're just not man enough to fucking say it to my face. You know, you're probably planning on leaving, you know, just like you left your last boyfriend, you know, like a coward, didn't say anything, you know, like, you know, and whatever, you know, like it is what it is, man. Just go out. I'd have more fucking respect for you, you know, if you would just be, you know, truthful for once in your life, you know, and that's just something that I'm just at this point in my life, I'm not willing to I'm not willing to do this anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not willing to do it anymore. I've done it too long. When she hung out with those people, she put me through fucking hell. I put a picture of her on here of what she looked like. She looked like fucking Skeletor. You know, I told her my brothers died of a fucking drug overdose. I don't want drugs in my house. The first day she comes here, she brings drugs. You know, and we ended up doing them together. You know, I just wanted to show her that we're not doing drugs together. You know what I mean? And we're not doing drugs. So, you know, doesn't mean nowhere in that sentence did I say that, you know, I don't love her or anything like that. But, you know, like you're not obligated to fucking stay with somebody. I'm not, you know, and I'm not the fucking greatest person, you know, in the world either. And it's not all her fault. You're just hearing my version of events. I don't have a fucking mom or a dad or a friend or anybody that I could talk to that, you know, like, you know, I just would have never thought that somebody would fucking do this to me after what I've done for them and then make it sound like, you know, every time you have an opportunity where you fuck up and you lie, like she put the girl's phone number under a fucking fake name. So right there, you already knew you were in the fucking wrong, but you chose to cover it up with deception. And I think the girl's phone number's been in there for a while because I look through her phone every once in a while. It doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter anymore. I don't have the energy. I just want to get back to riding my bike by myself, going to the gym by myself, which I have been. I seen this relapse with her coming a long time ago. I tried to tell her, she didn't want to hear about it. She hasn't had enough counseling. She doesn't have enough fucking tools to cope with addiction. And, you know, your mom just died. And, you know, it's like, you know, my brothers died. And I told you what a fucking big deal it was. It destroyed my fucking life. And maybe now that your mom died, maybe you kind of understand what it's like to bury not one of your brothers, who was my best friend, but both of your brothers. You know what I mean? So maybe you kind of feel a little, I mean, do you feel a little bit like an asshole at some point, you know, and go, man, I really put you through a lot. And there's just no real fucking sincerity or any real, you know, like fucking heart behind anything, you know. And, you know, people reveal their true selves, and, you know, it is what it is. And you know, she thinks that I will be paralyzed by her leaving here. Yeah, I will be probably financially for a while. I moved in here and took on a higher rent payment for you. You know what I mean? And I would have just stayed where I was in a smaller place. And now I'm fucking paying what I'm paying. And it's like, now I got to look for a fucking roommate. Have a couple people that I know that are interested, but I really don't want a fucking roommate. You know, and it just put me in a, you know, it just put me. And if you think I'm gonna go like leave all my cats, then you don't know anything about me. Just because the fucking rent is free, doesn't mean that I'm gonna jump ship and just shirk my responsibility to these animals that I've been feeding. I could never just leave. If I had a car, it wouldn't be a problem, you know. But anyways, that's just kind of like what the fuck's been going on. And, you know, I have a hard time. Every time it's been harder and harder and harder to fucking forgive her for this shit. And like no one really like knows like how fucking like because when I get mad it's fucking rage, it's testosterone, I'm being a fucking aggressive asshole. It's like no, I'm fucking sensitive. You hurt my fucking feelings. I fucking took you when no one fucking took me and rescued me. No one gave me a fucking blanket and a warm glass of milk and a fucking place to sleep and a fucking like whatever. You know what I mean? No one did that for me, and I did that for you. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit selfish. I don't know. I just like the lack of fucking like I don't want a t-shirt or a fucking parade, but it's like you say that I'm your hero, but you don't fucking really like celebrate me or die for me like I die for you. So, I'm just done with with all the I'm just done with it. Like I feel bad, but I can only imagine. I get over to her side of town. She starts hanging out with the fucking clown that lives now down the street from her in her old boyfriend's house, who lives next to the fucking other cokehead. And she stops coming home from work. And then her kids live there. I'm stuck with her fucking kids and her. And then she's telling me that I'm just saying hypothetically that she can do whatever the fuck she wants. This is her house. And if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out of my house now. And yeah, I've had to tell her and threaten to kick her out. And because what else the fuck am I going to do if you ground you from your phone? Your addiction scared me. You know what I mean? Like, I've never had such intimate contact with someone that was fucking destroying their life other than myself, and seeing somebody that I love more than anything doing what the fuck I did to me and watching it happen in real time, and it puts me at risk for fucking relapsing. I went through all that. I'm not going to go through it ever again. Every time we have the same discussion, I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm not going to lie. I'll show you. I'm going to get better. And you don't ever get better. The fact that you can fucking lie to me at all is just crazy to me. Like it's crazy to me that you could fucking look me in the eye. You can have sex with me. You can kiss me. You can, like the first Top Gun movie, like with Take My Breath Away playing in the background and all that shit, and you could fucking just lie to somebody? Dude, that's a real sketchy fucking character flaw that I don't want to be fucking involved with. And if it hurts, it hurts. But you deserve, like you don't deserve to be here anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you don't deserve me. You don't deserve my cats. You don't deserve the fucking home I'm giving you. You don't deserve the fucking love I've given you. You've came into my life. You fucking turned it upside down. If I wasn't strong, I would be back on fucking pills and Xanax and everything else. They tell you when you're sober that when you get in a relationship, you're probably going to want to use drugs. And they're not lying. You know what I mean? Like, she makes me, like, today... She makes me want to drink. Yeah, it's just not, she's not really, representing herself truthfully. And, I love her. I love her too much, and we've gone through a lot of shit together. But at some point, as much as I hate to say it, like, I just don't fucking feel like when you took that girl's side, it made me sick to my stomach that you could even listen to somebody. And after what I've done for you, like I rode my bike over to your fucking boyfriend's house and took you. You know what I mean? Like, and I was ready to die. I was ready to fight. I was ready to get arrested or whatever. I was fucking taking you from there and I was bringing you with me. Tell me how many fucking guys have done that other than in the fucking movie Taken, And I kind of feel like it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel like when somebody does that, you're going to marry them and they're going to fucking be devoted to you and they're going to tell you everything and, whatever the fuck, man. You didn't have a pot to piss in when I fucking took you, I've been in the same situation she's been in, Trust me, I don't like saying this shit. I'm not fucking happy about this shit. and this isn't the place to do it and all that stuff. Well, guess what, man? This is my fucking channel. This is my life. And if this isn't the fucking place to do it, where else am I going to fucking do it? Because if I don't do this, I'm going to do drugs. You know what I mean? If I don't do this, I was at work today, the whole day. I was thinking how much I would like some vodka, some Sky vodka in the freezer, and a couple Percocets. And I'd like to go home and just fucking relax and make all this shit go away. You know what I mean? That's, you know, I haven't felt that way in fucking a long time. And, you know, like, nobody wants to be alone. Well, guess what, man? You fucking did it to yourself. You know? I don't care how much you cry or how fucking sincere you appear. Every time you have an opportunity, like, how the fuck do you lie to someone that got your back and is giving you, I mean, we had a little shitty house before this. I mean, not that this is the Taj Mahal, but compared to where the fuck she lived, you know, I mean, I've lived in some real fucking sketchy neighborhoods and some shitty houses. And where she was with her mom is like Edward Scissorhands' fucking castle. And, you know, I don't think she's a fucking horrible person. I don't think she's a fucking evil person. I think she's a person just like myself that needs fucking help. And I'm not a fucking drug counselor. I'm not a drug counselor. You know, she thinks that I got her sober, which is inaccurate as fuck. I didn't get her sober. I told her, I didn't get you sober. You got you sober. I might have given you a reason or been the catalyst, but I didn't get you. I'm not going to take credit for that. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. Yeah, if I don't, you know, and I'm not, listen, do you think I want to, you know, as embarrassing as all this shit is to me, and, you know, to her, you know that I'm a public, you know, and you still do it. Like, I'm like, man, this motherfucker will put me on blast if I fucking use her. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking, you know, toxic fucking shit to get her to fucking tone her shit down, and it works. If I had to go, if I kicked her out and she had to go back to her mom's house, bro, I wouldn't fucking sniff white out if it was going to get me in trouble. You know, like, dude, I'm as much as I have somebody never was expecting, like, and I, you know, listen, I'm flattered. You think the world of me and all that shit, but dude, I'm not asking anything that regular people, I'm not asking anything that regular people don't ask of their significant other. You want to get married and stuff and all this. No, when you don't trust somebody, I mean, I don't ever believe it. It just thinks like, oh, I haven't lied that much. Dude, when you've lied, you fucking life and this drama and garbage into my fucking sober fucking house. Well, who else the fuck did it? You know what I mean? Like, who else is responsible for this shit? I'm not making you fucking do, you know what I'm just saying, like, it's fucking silliness. And then the fact that the people that don't like me watch my videos too, dude, doesn't that tell you how fucked up these people are that were around her? None of these people would give her a fucking couch to surf on. She's 100 fucking pounds and looked like a skeleton. Not one of them fucking took her in, and they have more resources than I have, and not one of them. And then you go out and fucking hang out with them and drink and fucking motherfuck me? Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, you can go fucking, you can leave me high and dry and with a fucking $1,000 rent and whatever, and the cat food and everything else, you can leave me where, you know, where I'm going to fucking miss you so much, I'm going to kill myself. I'm not a fucking people. I don't fucking need people. Okay? Like, I need you, but I can live without you. You know what I mean? You can't live without me. So therefore, you have a fucking problem. And you probably should have thought about that model or the best boyfriend in the world. And there's plenty of things that I'm going to reveal shortly that I think is going to really change everybody's fucking opinion on me. And I don't care because I'm going to just tell the fucking truth. You know what I mean? I've had enough of living like this. You know, I've had enough of living like this. And she just tells me, I'm not moving out. I'm not leaving you. I'm not moving out. Follows me around the block at 6 o'clock in the morning, all on top of me and getting in my fucking, bro, sweetie, you don't have to. I mean, you know, I came home. Listen, I came home from work. She was leaving for the, you know, I don't want to put her on an airplane. You know, I don't want something to happen. And then I almost get hit by a fucking car. I don't want something to fucking happen where if something happens to her, I die and she thinks that I never would forgive her or anything. I'm not saying that I can't forgive her, and I'm not saying I'm going to be mad at her for the rest of her fucking life and that I'll never, you know, talk to her again. You know what I mean? That's not supposed to be going on. That's another thing. All my animals and even her, they just know I'm a fucking big pushover. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking answer is. I don't know what the future holds, but I just know that I am no longer fucking gonna live like this. I've already made up my mind. I will call the fucking cops on myself, okay? I will call the fucking police on myself and get myself fucking arrested. Okay? Like, I'm not going to be held hostage anymore emotionally. I'm not going to be held back and kept in these confines of this fucked up, toxic fucking, you know, she's toxic, I'm toxic, we're both toxic, we're both at fault. We're both two fucked up individuals. It is what it is. I just, I don't feel, you know, it's not what the fuck, this isn't what the fuck I wanted to talk about. Her 30th birthday is coming up next week. And it's like, I'm not going to be fucking saying anything to you about your birthday. She made plans to go out with her friends. And it's like, you know, oh, you weren't talking to me. So I went and made plans to go with my friends and da 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 da. And it's like, yeah, okay. Just go out with your fucking friends. Like, you know, go get it. You know, I don't have the fucking resources to fucking do anything for your 30th birthday. Go out in the world. You're a young kid. Go out in the world and meet somebody your own fucking age and that has a car and can give you a fucking life or whatever. Somebody that doesn't mind doing drugs once in a fucking blue moon and will drink with you. And just let me fucking do what I do. You know what I mean? Like, just let me fucking live with my cats and my gym membership. And I'll leave everybody the fuck alone and they'll never hear from me again. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very simple to fucking, I eat the same shit every day. I do the same thing. Maybe it's too boring for some people. But anyways, that's my story. And I'm not trying to paint anybody in a fucking bad light. I'm not trying to like fucking, you know, be an asshole. It's just I don't have anybody that I can fucking vent to or talk to about this type of shit. And is it wrong doing it on social media? I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's wrong that it even fucking happened. And you're just not sorry enough. You know, like it's just like you're just not sorry enough about what you've done to my life. Like you don't see what you've done to my life. Like I had a quiet fucking house. I should have known. You know, I should have fucking known. And I'm sad, you know, about the whole fucking thing. Like, I knew eventually you were going to get me to where I don't feel the same way about you anymore. And now I'm at that point where it's like, I'm here by myself and I don't even miss her. You know what I mean? Like I'm here by myself and I'm happy that it's quiet and, you know, there's no bullshit going on and I don't have to pretend to be, you know, I don't have somebody in the other room doing God knows what on their fucking phone and plotting against me and talking shit to all her friends, telling them all the fucking, whatever the fuck, and telling her side of the story. And nobody gets to hear mine. Well, guess what? Here the fuck is mine. And I'm going to really let the fucking cat out of the bag sooner than later. Somebody's gonna get fucking arrested or fucking whatever the fuck, I'm just, she deserves better, I deserve better. We're two fucked up people that, have both fucking, or both have fucked up, things in their life, and and you have all this shit that you are, and as you become more traumatized and toxic as you go on in the fucking chain of life, you accrue more fucking damage and knock some of it off, and some of it you can, but when like, I wish I was a better boyfriend, I wish I was a better husband, I wish I was a better leader, I wish I was a lot of things, but I'm not. And I'm aware of it. I'm fucking working on it, but I'm not a fucking liar. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fucking liar. I'm not going to fucking lie to you about anything that I do in my day-to-day activities, because I don't do anything in my day-to-day fucking activities that I need to hide. I don't need to put a friend, just imagine if I started doing drugs and I started acting sketchy and I started taking money out of her fucking checking account and people were calling or whatever the fuck, and there was just weird people. She didn't want me around, but I still fucking did it. Just imagine how you would feel. You know what I mean? Imagine how you would feel if somebody did that to you, like, imagine, because I'll tell you what, if you're going to fuck around, the real monster is going to fucking come out, okay? The real fucking Frankenstein. And you think I'm a fucking monster now, you haven't seen nothing yet, girl, okay? I'm just telling you, okay? You'll definitely want to fucking move out, okay? Because I have a tendency to be really selfish when I use drugs and really not give a, kind of like yourself, not give a fuck about people's feelings, So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put my fucking energy into after today. I'm never going to make, I can tell you this, it's going to be, there's not going to be any more videos to fucking make about this situation. I'm done talking about it. I said when I woke up today, I said to myself, I've invested way too much time in this. I'm going to take you out here in a second, bud. I said, I've invested way too much time in something that doesn't pay dividends and all that shit. So I'm looking at, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, but I'm looking at making some fucking changes. And, there's not going to be any videos of her in the next month or two with us holding hands, walking and feeding the cats. I can fucking assure you that, or I'll pay each one of you that have watched this $500. Now, I don't feel fucking good about her like I used to. I used to carry the fucking flag. I used to carry a torch for her, and it's not fucking burning right like it used to be after that incident. It's not, I'm very fucking like, I'm fucking like crushed that she pulled this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking crushed that someone would have the audacity to come to my house after what I've done for you and tell me the things that you've told me that are, the girl told her these lies that weren't even, no one was even in the room when she was saying, oh, the guy's mom witnessed him yelling at me. And the girl was saying, we're there to get her at the rescue point at her boyfriend's house. The girl was saying she came over drunk on Seroquel and Xanax and Coke and booze and tried to come pick her up and was all fucked up and aggressive with me and all kinds of crazy shit. I should have punched her in her fucking face. And she was telling me the next time I seen her, like, oh, I don't use drugs. I don't know why you accuse me. I said, babe, I'm not here to talk about, I'm not, we're here to get Ruth home and get her to my house. And she's like, yeah, but you don't believe me. I go, I don't have to believe you. This isn't about you. She went to get in her car and leave her the fuck there and leave us both there. I didn't need a ride. I was riding my bike. but she was going to leave Ruth, her fucking friend, you know, and she told her this way different fucking story that never happened. There was no one outside. And just you know, like the fact that you couldn't give me fucking tequila and I would believe that fucking shit about her if somebody tried to tell me that shit about her. Do you know what I mean? But she believed it about me. And that's all the fuck I really need at this point. You know what I mean? The fact that you could come home, you know, drunk and you know, fuck, you know, like, and just crazy, and I want to hang out with her, I miss her, you know, I'm gonna help her, and bitch, you can't even help yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's it. It's all demonic shit. The girl, I mean, both of them are real, and she kept saying, how do you like it? This is how I really feel. I'm not holding it all inside anymore. I said, all right, well then get the fuck out of here. So bad here? $500 a month and whatever the fuck, it's so bad here, good luck. Go fucking live in your haunted house with your fucking dead mom fucking floating around at night with a sheet over her head. I don't give a fuck anymore, okay? I don't care that your mom died, okay? Just like you don't care that my brothers died. And nobody gives a fuck in life who died for anybody because people just don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to use this for a fucking, like, excuse? Like, you know, and then there's the side like, well, she was just drunk. I should give her the benefit of the doubt. You know, she's going through a lot and all this shit. You know what? Fuck that, okay? Because I'm tired of fucking doing that with her. I'm tired of fucking going, I'll let this slide as much as I don't want to. I'm tired of fucking doing that shit. I'm tired of giving her a fucking break. And the reason why I put this shit out there is so I look like an asshole every fucking time I take her back. You know what I mean? Truthfully. Because she's been the only person in my life that I've loved, and I've never been able to fucking kick her to the curb like she needs to be fucking properly kicked to the fucking curb. But I can tell you this time, I told her, you're eventually going to do something that I'm not going to be able to give you any fucking wiggle room about. And when you fucking are a traitor and you're unloyal and you're a fucking liar on top of it, I don't have that fucking room for rent anymore in my heart. And you're going to find out when you come home and you see that I'm not going to fucking, you're going to sleep in the fucking spare bedroom. You're going to live your own fucking life. I'm not going to text you. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to check in with you. We're not going to fucking eat together. We're not going to go to the gym together. We're not going to do laundry together. We're not going to sleep together. I can guarantee you, I'll jerk off until I'm 55. I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I have to, you know, like at this point, I have to, you know, I would have to see some fucking huge fucking like come to Jesus shit from her that would fucking make me, you know, like I would just have to hear from God. Like I told her, I'm not moving, I'm not leaving this place to go with those cats or to go to your house. Number one, without my cats, okay, to go there. I'm not just up and moving because I don't know, in my spiritual Holy Spirit sense, I don't know if I'm going with you. I don't feel like I am. And if I did go and I'm putting any money into that house and I'm paying for dump trucks and I'm using my labor, then I want my name and your name on the fucking deed of the house, or I'm definitely not investing any fucking of my money into it. You know what I mean? Or I'm not going. You know, and I'm probably not going even if she did all of that and bought me a fucking car. You know what I mean? Like, you can't buy me, you know? I'm just fucking amazed, man. Like, who would have thought? Like, who would have thought that? I'm usually pretty good. You know, I'm usually a pretty good judge of character, but I never thought in a fucking million years that you would fucking do me like this. You know what I mean? I never thought, you know, all the nights you lay together and you're, you know, talking like, you know, listening to Air Supply and talking like Annie Lennox, like lovers do. And, you know, there's some magic music playing Lionel Richie all night long in the background. And you're telling someone, you know, and you're gazing into their eyes and all the bullshit that you tell somebody when you're fucking halfway down the roller coaster. You know, like when I say that shit, I fucking mean it. You know what I mean? Like I don't say shit because it sounds cool or I heard it in a movie. And I back it up. I did all this shit for you. You know? Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing, like, you know, and I gotta, you know, I don't want a fucking roommate. I gotta find a fucking roommate probably. And, you know, like I'm not gonna, you know, and the other thing is like I really want to pack her shit up and the night she comes home from the airport, have her shit outside with a prepaid fucking card with Uber and tell her to go stay at her fucking mom's house. Here's your work clothes. Here's some of your other clothes. Here's some stuff to get through a couple days. But I don't want you here for a couple days, you know? Like I really want to put all her shit outside and pack all her shit up. And I've never said that before in my life. And I never thought about doing it, you know? But I feel like, I don't know, like I don't even want to let her, you know, like you made it all this. You know, like what I'm telling you is this shit wouldn't be going on if I was by myself, you know? This shit is stuff you bring to my door every couple of months. You behave, and then when you could fucking tell me the truth, you do shit like this. You know? And that's just you don't love someone and treat them like this. You don't respect them and then she'll say, "Well, you don't swear and call people or whatever the fuck." You know, yeah, you're right, you know, but it's not like I got up in the morning and started fucking swearing at you because there wasn't a grilled cheese sandwich in the fridge. It's because of situations like this that you come to my house and I'm nuts. And you know that. And you know I have a fucking temper. I know that I have a temper. I know that I'm not a fucking adult. And I know that I don't handle things right. And I'm sorry that I haven't been able to get that fucking under control. But when situations like this happen, I don't fucking handle it the fucking best. Like, it's no secret. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very fucking emotional about shit. And I just never would have thought in a fucking million years, like, you know, like talking about like her kids coming here. I'm gonna, you know, myself, I'm thinking like I'm gonna have to really be on my toes, really watch my mouth, you know, with the casual F words. These kids need someone to look up to. I need to do fucking man shit with them and show them. And I'm thinking of all this stuff that, you know, I need to do for the kids that aren't even mine, including paying for food and, you know, extra whatever the fuck, you know, not even thinking like selfishly or anything, but just I love her so much that, you know, I got a job that we were going to buy airline tickets for the fucking kids. We could have afforded it. It just didn't work out. And she's like, "Oh, I never believed it was going to happen anyways." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I work. You know how hard I fucking have worked to fucking pay the rent here, and I'm 40 fucking something years old, lifting fucking couches and washers and dryers with the fucking cage in my neck and everything else. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're not too fucking inspired to sell the fucking $1,000 bike I got. We could have bought plane tickets with. You're not too inspired to go get a fucking better job or better yourself to fucking facilitate them getting here quicker, but I am. You know, the fuck, man. You know, like I just feel like the fuck. Like, let me just show you something. You know, this is all I got. Okay, that's a picture of my brother in North Carolina. I don't know, 2003. 3 years later, he'd be dead. You know what I mean? At 32. And that was the fucking hardest thing I've ever went through in my life. And for somebody to not bring drugs once, twice, or 3 times or paraphernalia, but to do it numerous times after I almost lost my life with an overdose on fentanyl and everything else. And you could take a chance by getting coke with fentanyl. Man, like you would bring that shit into my fucking house after I told you? Do you not realize the fucking heartache and pain I went through in my life? You know what I mean? Do you not realize the fucking heartache? Like, this was a fucking real person, just like I am, okay? Maybe because you never met them, or you never heard their voice or seen them or anything doesn't mean that they didn't fucking exist. Okay? This person fucking existed for 32 fucking years in my life and died of a fucking drug overdose. And I asked you, okay, not to bring fucking drugs in my house. You know what I mean? I asked you, you know? And now your mom died. And, you know, like I said in my one video, you know, I'm not really that upset by it. You know? Maybe you need some fucking tragedy in your life so you can feel in my life. I could just show you it and take it away from you. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could just show you it and take it away from you and wish you didn't have to experience it at all. You know, obviously I don't wish death upon anybody, including her mom, you know, but, you know, like, dude, I told you fucking numerous times, I'm in recovery. This is a sober house. If you're going to live here, you can't bring fucking, oh, that was 8 months ago. It doesn't matter, bitch. It happened like 7 fucking times. Are you kidding me? And what about all the times I didn't know about? Are you fucking out of your mind? You think it's not a big fucking, it's not a big deal? You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. You know, like, what the fuck kind of monster are you? You know, your mom's dead. Yeah. Now imagine I had a brother. He's dead too. Can you fucking draw the fucking, you know, can you feel a little bit of what the fuck I feel? You know what I mean? I don't have any fucking family or anybody to fucking call or bullshit with or text like you have with your fucking aunt and your fucking 2 retarded brothers that you talk to and this, that, and the other thing, you know, and whatever the fuck. But imagine if they were both dead, how fucking fun that would be, okay? You know, like, I'm just saying, like, what kind of fucking animal would do that? You know, you're a fucking sorry motherfucker for doing that. I'm just telling you right now, you have no idea. You have no idea what you fucking have done here. And you have very little fucking remorse. But I can tell you this. I'm not to shit to you or to pay you back or to slap you the fuck around. But you're going to be, you know, the same thing might be happening and all that shit. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm sorry to go fucking an hour and a half, but this is what she does. I'm not allowed to get things off my chest. I'm not allowed to fucking vent. I'm not allowed to feel this way. You know, I'm not allowed to fucking, yeah, it's almost off the fucking thing. I'm going to be hanging up here in a second. Yeah, it's 6:41. I got to go let the cats in next door. Like I said, I appreciate everybody's support. I'm not trying to paint an unrealistic fucking picture or be mean or do this shit to like shit on anybody. It's fucking embarrassing for me. It's fucking hurtful. People say this isn't the way to go about it. Well, I'll give you 500 if she's in any videos in the next month or 2. Okay, I can tell you that right now. Because this has gone on for 2 fucking years and you've made me look like a fucking retard. Well, listen now, I mean, if I don't talk about it, I'm going to hold the shit in and I'm going to want to do fucking drugs. You know what I mean? Like, a couple years ago, I would be doing drugs right now, and I would be on a full run, full tilt fucking binge of pills and booze and fucking my life up and my rent and everything else because of this fucking individual. I don't want people to feel fucking sorry for me or anything like that or be mean to her or mad at her. She has a fucking, I'm not making excuses for her. She has a fucked up, you know, illness like I do. I've been just as bad as she is. I'm just better now. We got a little bit better now. I still, you know, I still have love for her and all of that shit, but I can't guarantee, you know, anything. That's what friends are for. You're not supposed to be up here. Mama, you little bitch. What? You. And it's like there's no fucking vacation. And that's why I have these animals, because I don't have time or money to do fucking drugs. I gotta go home and fucking take care of these assholes, you know? And I don't know what I want to, I don't want anything bad to happen to her or anything like that. I'm not looking to like be vengeful. I wouldn't be happy if she got arrested or anything like that. I'm not, it's not my fucking intentions. I just need to talk about this shit, and I did. Yeah, I don't know either, but you know, I mean, I have to, you know, I have to start being like her, a little bit more selfish about myself. And I'm sorry that I come off like a fucking lunatic, but I don't hide who I am and act like, you know, I'm not, I mean, you know, I'm going to let everything out of the bag. I've already told her, you know, what I'm planning on doing, and I'm just not hiding anything anymore. And I'm, this isn't what I wanted. You know what I mean? This isn't what the fuck I thought was going to happen, but it did. And this is how I'm dealing with it. And I'm just not going to be able to fucking turn a blind eye to this shit and act like it never happened. You know what I mean? Like, I asked her that night that she was out with her friend. I didn't know she was out with this fucking dyke, drinking and whatever, doing whatever. Her fucking cokehead Seroquel friend. I told her, I called her at like 8 o'clock and said, like, when are you coming home? And she's like, oh, I don't know if I want to. And I said, well, if you're not coming home, all your clothes are going outside. So either come home or whatever, but you can have your clothes and I'll bag them up for you. And I called her like 3 more times, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. She took forever to get home. She knows that I don't sleep good when she's out, and she took her time to fucking punish me. And she's going to have all the time in the world to be out fucking around when I'm not around. Because I've left her before for 4-6 months. I don't even remember. And I told her this time, when I'm gone this time, I'm just telling you, I'm not going to be coming back and checking in with you. And I'm not going to be coming back to have sex with you or fucking get lovey-dovey with you or anything like that. I can guarantee you that. I don't even fuck the furthest thing from my mind. So I would hope, I don't know what I hope to accomplish or what I hope she gets out of this or doesn't get out of this. I don't know. I just, I don't wish her any ill will or anything like that. But things need to fucking I don't know. I mean, things would really need to, I would need to see an angel of the Lord's appear in my yard on fire to give me a fucking scroll to tell me anything at this point about us. So I'll see you guys later. And I appreciate all your guys' help. I got to go next door and feed her cats. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you.